In today's video, we're going to go over the Kithguard Core Expansion box. This is the box that comes out April 21st, 28th. So if you're ready to pick this box up from your local gaming store, I want to show you what's in the box and the quality of materials that you're picking up. All right, so we're going to go over the the Southern Kriel's Kithguard Core Expansion. This I would probably not necessarily recommend as your first purchase into Kithguard. This is definitely a core expansion, so you want to start with the 30-point, command starter box, and then maybe pick up the battle group to get you that 50-point level. But this ideally could be your next purchase. It gives you another caster in the form of Grimtusk. It gives you another character war beast in the form of Chompers. It gives you another solo, a weapon unit, the medics unit for fury and healing mechanic. You get your tunnel rats, which are going to be very important for your markers, and then you get your big unit of infantrymen with their weapon options available to them. So if we were to break this open. So this is in the standard box set, similar to the command starter, where you're going to have your different box, the 4 different quad boxes that come into it. So again, no rules, and that's because there's really not much in the form of construction that you need to do. Spacer box, nothing to see here. And let's see what we've got here. So this is going to be a much bigger box in the sense of the command starter. Command starter only comes with 1 unit, 2 solos, a caster, and a beast. We are now looking at our medics. So these are our little pig medics. So allow us to address fury for our beasts, healing for our infantry if they're still alive. If they have multi-wounds, they're great for healing purposes. You can also heal your beasts. But they are your fury management first, and then some other elements to them as well. They're a unit of 3. They are pigs, so they are very squishy. So you have to be very careful about how you deploy them, because they will just randomly die to a stiff breeze. So that is our 3 pigs. I have a feeling that this one is also going to be pigs. We shall see. Nope, bigger bases on these. So we have your Mortar crew. So this is our weapon unit, standalone mortar that goes on a 40. This is kind of akin to if you've ever seen the Brine Bloods, it would be similar to the pig cannon. They just do it with a mortar instead. So you get your support, get your mortar. Pretty cool. And this last one, out of this box at least, because again, this is the command expansion, or sorry, this is the core expansion, so you're going to get a lot more model out of here. But you kind of need the other pieces that come in the other games. So these are your tunnel rats. So with the mechanic of the trap doors, the tunnel rats are very important to making sure that you can add more tunnels, move tunnels around if you were to place them into the wrong spot. This one is literally digging up a new tunnel as you speak. So they're your tunnel mechanic, or your unit to allow you to manage tunnels. Obviously they're a unit, so they will help you to score objectives as well, but they are not going to have a case of resilience to them, so you have to be careful with them. Make sure that you're not overextending them, getting them into harm's way, and being very careful about the lines that your opponent will be using in order to get to them, to shoot them, to charge them, to shut down your tunnel mechanic. And though I will admit I have not gotten a game with Kithguard yet, I hopefully will be able to resolve that soon. Something tells me that if you are playing an army whose main shtick is tunnel mechanic and tunnel ambushing, that if you can't create more, you're kind of on a downward spiral at that point to getting your job done and your mission done. Kithguard are definitely feeling like a... I always like when it is. So this is not a model, obviously. It's just an air pocket. But this is just, again, another sign that SFG is taking actions to make sure that your models come to you safely and not broken. But Kithguard, as I was mentioning, I think Kithguard are going to be an army of finesse. They are definitely not your, I just run up and shoot things and, you know, stand the test of time. Man, I really love that flamethrower. Such a cool model. This model is actually represented on the Kithguard art, like in the very front. You can see it jettisoning flame into the brush and whatnot. Such a cool model. They're going to be a finesse army. They are not going to be your traditional trolls run up the board and get punched in the face, which is kind of my playstyle in a lot of ways. So I look at this as an opportunity to spread my wings a little bit and try something new, something outside of the norm for me. And who knows, maybe it will stick for me, maybe it won't. This is the Channels Kithguard army, so I can promise you, if I don't end up sticking with it, that Gaston and Trig or one of the others will definitely bring it to the camera. Look at that machine gun. This is a solid thumper. So this is your basic infantry. This is actually one of the units that made me really excited for Kithguard from the perspective of between them and the Scraptors and so forth. You're seeing a lot more trolls in Trollblood armies instead of, you know, one unit of trolls and a whole bunch of pigs. Now, don't get me wrong, there are pigs. I mean, the other three things that we opened up were literally pig units. But there's more. There's more solos. There's more. It's not just a pig-based army. And you know, you're getting more troll. We have our rocket launcher. Not sure I necessarily would feel comfortable firing a rocket in the jungle, but, you know, hey, if you got really good shot and you can avoid the trees, shoot your rockets off, I guess. Oops, got a chain, got a bullet chain. Last box, I think this is going to be Tusk and Chompers. My guess is this big bag is Chompers. Hey, look at that. There's a big boy. So, similar to Clangor, Chompers is not going to have a... Is that a chainsaw on his fist? Yeah, that sure is a chainsaw on his fist. Yeah, because a troll fist is not good enough. Sometimes you need a troll fist with a chainsaw. But Chompers is not going to be a multi-part kit. He does not have magnet joints. He is just one big chunk of resin. Gotta love this model. Love this. The spiny back definitely feels very kind of reminiscent of your maulers from old Trollbloods. Big old meaty fist is another callback. The oops, the pose of the open fist with the mauler. So I can, you know, definitely see some callback references to MK3, MK2 trolls. Who are you? One of our last bags. Okay. So we've got ourselves a kind of general to the trolls. He's usually, you know, usually you get one of these solos. They come with tactician. This guy is apparently just, you know, double rifling it. You know, some people, one rifle's enough for them. Apparently for him, it's two. Which means that I have unintentionally left the Warcaster to be the final reveal. Oh, she's a beauty. Look at her. Yet another great dynamic pose from Steamforged. I'll tell you what, if you know, somebody came jumping at me with two machetes, I'd probably be run screaming the other direction. Grimtusk is definitely aggressive. And I think we all love her for it. So there is our third caster for our third box. She's cool. I have so much fun painting these models up. Hopefully I'll have as much fun playing them as well. Learning new ways of playing the game instead of my traditional ways of run forward, get punched in the face, punch them back. But for a command starter box, I mean, you are getting a metric ton, or a command expansion or core expansion box, excuse me. You're getting a metric ton of models. You get your medic unit, you get your tunneler unit, a weapon platform, another character beast, another gun solo, a warcaster, and a whole unit. You get a lot in here. I'm actually curious if we're going to get variants when they sell these separately, when you get the medic separately or when you get the infantry unit separately, if there's going to be variants to them. But all in all, it's this is a great box. I think this is the, like I said earlier, I think you start with the command box, get your 30 points out of the command box, get yourself your battle group so that you can get your beasts in, so you have variability through your beasts instead of just being stuck with the character beast. Because if you were to go with the 30 and the 50, you're going to get Clangor and you're going to get Chompers. You have no variability. You have no way of modifying your list to give you different animais or different approaches to your beasts. So I think the battle group box is an important one to have as well. And then you can go with this so you can get a couple more of the key infantry things like the tunnel rats, you know, so your infantry base, so that you can actually hopefully hold objectives better than just putting a 3-man unit on it. Not to throw shade at the scrappers. I think the scrappers are fantastic, but having more options is always better. And that is the end of this unboxing. If you have any questions, feel free to post it on the bottom of the comments below. And until then, we'll see you in the next video.